looking to travel the world, but when you look at all the prices for everything, it's kind of intimidating. You just don't even know where to start budgeting. Hey everyone, it's Troy from Flow Freely, and today I'm going to be going over my top 5 budget tips to make the cost of traveling a whole lot less daunting. So number 1, set a goal. Now I know that doesn't really sound like a tip, but hear me out. Look, listen, alright? So let's say you're in a forest, and you're trying to get to the other side of the forest and escape and be free. You have 2 routes you can take. You can take the route with a straight, direct, laid out path, or you can just wander around until you eventually find the other side. Which way do you think is going to be quicker? Probably the one that has a path directly to the exit. Now to tie that into traveling, let's say you want to go to Barcelona, right? So after some research you say, okay, to go to Barcelona it's going to cost me about $1,500. Well, now you know exactly what to strive for. So before you were just like, yeah, I want to go to Barcelona. Okay, cool. Well, it's going to cost me $1,500. Now you can establish a budget. Now you know how much to put towards that goal each month to hit that $1,500 mark, whatever your given time frame is. Alright, tip number 2 is to prioritize. So what do I mean by prioritize? Well, if you look at your budget overall, you can see where you're spending most money, whether it be food or entertainment or anything else like that. And so if you currently don't have any money that you're setting aside per month to travel, this is where prioritization is going to have to come into play. So let's say you spend $100 on eating out per month. If you were to drop that down to $50 per month and then send the other $50 to a travel fund, well, now you're starting your journey to seeing Barcelona. And this varies person to person. We all have our different goals. We all make a different amount of money per month. It's easier for some people and it's harder for the others. But no matter your situation, I'm sure you can look at your budget and find some money to put towards a travel fund, no matter how small. It will build up over time and eventually you will hit that goal. Number 3, treat yourself. So what do I mean by this? Well, this kind of ties into the whole prioritization thing. Remember how I said instead of spending $100 on eating out, you do 50 and 50? Well, in this case, after you spend all the money on necessities like rent and car payment and all that other fun stuff, put that money into your travel fund or your savings account first. Or I would say savings account first, travel fund second. But then anything left over, then you can start spoiling yourself. Then you can go out and, have fun, eat out, whatever. For example, this is what I do. So at the beginning of every month, I go to an ATM and I withdraw $120. I put that in a cash reserve in a little plastic baggie and I hide it in my house. And so every month, 120, 120, 120, it adds up to $1,440 for the year. You can take a pretty solid trip for $1,400. Now, like I said, this varies for everyone. Some people make more, some people make less. Whatever you're most comfortable doing and whatever you can afford to do, it's something. It's better than nothing. Which leads me to point 4, stay strong. And I don't mean like gym strong, but just like mentally strong. You're gonna see that money adding up and it becomes like a pretty thick wad of cash by the end of the year. $1,400 in 20s, that's a good little chunk. You have to avoid the urge to spend that on nonsense. If an emergency comes up, go ahead. But if it's just something like, oh, I wanna go on like a little shopping spree, let me dip into the travel fund. You're gonna be kicking yourself later. Don't do it, just stay strong. Keep saving, keep putting money into your travel fund every month. Alright, so number 5 is to stay motivated. I know it was number 5 on my last video too, but it's just so important, that's why I keep saying it. Especially in this case. I mean, putting money away every month, it's a long-term goal. It takes a while to build up. You're not really seeing the results. I mean, you see the money piled up, but you're not traveling yet. So to stay motivated, I mean, it's kind of hard. Everyone finds motivation in different ways. For me personally, I love watching YouTube videos, or I love reading stories, or I just like looking at pictures of wherever I want to go. So whatever your motivation is, channel it, internalize it, and make that trip happen. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you get notifications about the latest travel tips. Let me know what you have to say in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you disagree, if you have ideas of your own and want to share them with everyone else, just leave a comment and we can all share ideas and we can all make these trips happen.